Hi there, everybody. My name is Bob the Bard, leader of a band of bards. We got a request on Reddit to show what the differences between the harp, the bass, pretty much all the instruments are, and how they can work with each other. With me today, I have two of our members. I have Dropped a Baby, and I have Laguna. We're just here to kind of show you how they work together and, just to answer that request. I know it's been a while since we posted on YouTube, so I apologize. We're gonna have a lot more videos coming out now that I've, got a better computer and all that fun stuff. Anyway, the first one I'm gonna start with is the basic harp, this one, because it shows you, it has the most versatility of any of the instruments. The harp, you can use it as an upper, you can use it as a lower, you can use it as a support instrument. A lot of times you can play solo. So for example, here's a song that I wrote called Peaceful Summer a long time ago for the harp. And here we go. Okay, and yeah, so that is essentially what we do with the harp. It's a very good support solo instrument, you name it. So the way it can be a support instrument is as such. Dropped, when I do four notes, begin, grew to lower, okay? All right. That's yeah, so that's that. Um, then the next instrument, which is pretty much, I consider it purely a support instrument, except for a couple songs that we have, which is the bass guitar. Now, the bass guitar, this one is great as support. It's usually used in backgrounds of songs. There's only one song that I know that it doesn't use it, and that's House of the Rising Sun, because that's the, it's the upper in that song. But yeah, so for a bass dropped, just go ahead and start it when I say now, and then we'll go, okay? But this one is usually used as a background, so using the same example as earlier. All right, now. Yeah, so you get that one. Then the next one is the lute. The lute is essentially the same as the harp, although it's a little bit more twangy. I always tell people use the lute for more kind of traditional-esque songs. It can also be used as a background instrument as well. So for example, let me look at my tabs. I want to use one that I wrote. We'll just use the same one that I used earlier. So it sounds different when you use it on lute. You do not want to hit this 8 button because that'll limit the amount that you can hit at a time to, like, basically, what's the word I'm looking for? It adjusts your tempo and it forces you into a tempo, which you don't want to do because you can then just, you know, play it like normal. So do not hit 8 on the lute. It will not serve you well. Then, you know, that song that I wrote again is... yeah, so there we go. You now know that. But yeah, that's kind of what we had to look forward to, I guess, with the lute. It's the same thing as the harp. It's just the problem with the lute in band songs that it kind of gets drowned out by a lot of other parts, but it can make some very good support parts as well. Then we have the flute. I don't use the flute very often. The flute, it's in a different key, so it's in the key of C instead of, or no, is it? I think it's in the key of E, actually, where everything else is in the key of C. I could be completely wrong, though. But anyway, it's in a different key than the rest of the instrument, so it doesn't blend very well. But there are some songs where you can get it to work. So, for example, Sunshine, I'd need at least 4 people for us to do that one, though. But it has a background part. Flute sounds very pretty, though. It's... So that's the flute. Not too many songs that are available for it just because of the way it works and its mechanics. A lot of people don't really use it, which is a shame because, again, it's a pretty instrument. We have the drums. I honestly don't really know how to use the drums. I know that you can make different beats with it, and then you can loop them, but it only comes with 5 sound effects, you know, unlike the 9 of the other one. And then you can loop them with the loop function. This one is this one's purely a support instrument. You know, and then it should repeat that. They just keep going. So that's how that works. It's fun, kind of making your own drum beat, but yeah, that one's purely a support instrument. You don't really do very much, you know, uses on that on its own. The final one that I have is the musical minstrel. This one is the legendary harp. It's essentially the same thing as the normal harp, except legendary, quote unquote. And that one sounds like this. Alrighty guys, and I think that about wraps up the video, to be honest. I mean, we covered everything, we covered each of the instruments. The only one I don't have is the mariner's horn, which, Drops, do you have a mariner's horn that you can use as an example? Let me see. Drops does not have the mic, or does not have a mic, by the way. Okay, well, that's dragging on too long. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll have more videos of us actually playing in the future. If you guys want any lessons, or if you guys want to join the guild potentially, Band of Bards is always looking for more members. We have an active 266 members, pretty lovely community. Send me a message on Discord or in-game, and we would happily invite you. Anyway, Have a wonderful day, and we will see you guys later.